everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create GoHighLevel contacts for EventBrite Attendee. So my objective is that whenever I add a new attendee in my EventBrite account, automatically a contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account. For that, we need to create an automation between EventBrite and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect runs on two concepts, that is trigger and actions. In this process, my trigger application is going to be EventBrite and my action application is going to be GoHighLevel. If you want to learn how to do this automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create GoHighLevel contact for EventBrite attendee. So my objective is that whenever a new attendee is added in my EventBrite account, automatically a contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account as well. For that, we need to create an automation between EventBrite and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account as I'm an existing user. Then you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 functions of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then on a new tab, you can see the Pabbly Connect's dashboard. In order to start an automation process, we need to create a workflow. For that, we have to click on this Create Workflow button that is right over here. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Create GoHighLevel Contact for EventBrite Attendee. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. On the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder by clicking on this drop down button right over here. You can see these are the folders that I've created, from which I'm going to select this folder, that is GoHighLevel Automations right over here. After giving a name to our workflow and selecting the folder, we are going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create GoHighLevel Contact for EventBrite Attendee, and there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, another says Action. Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two steps. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, we are going to set up our trigger step. For that, we have to click on this arrow right over here. It is asking for us to select our trigger application. We are going to select our trigger application as EventBrite because we want that whenever we add an attendee in our EventBrite, automatically a contact should be created in our GoHighLevel. So that's why our trigger application is going to be EventBrite. And next it is asking for the trigger event. It is going to be new order, that is right over here. So whenever a new order is going to be placed in our EventBrite, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. For connecting EventBrite with Pabbly Connect, we are going to click on Connect, that is right over here. A new window is going to appear in front of you, on which we have to click on Add New Connection. But if you have an existing connection, you can choose this option. After that, we are going to click on Connect with EventBrite. Then a new window is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to click on Allow, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on Allow. As you can see that we successfully authorized EventBrite with Pabbly Connect. So after connecting EventBrite with Pabbly Connect, it is asking for the organization. So this is the name of my organization, so I've selected it. If you have multiple organizations, you can select the specific organization from this drop down and then you will have to move forward. Next, it is asking for the event. In my EventBrite account, I have created an event in the name of Digital Marketing Workshop. And I want that every time a new spot is reserved in this workshop, automatically that attendee should be added as a contact in my GoHighLevel account. So I'm going to go back and for the event, I'm going to select it as Digital Marketing Workshop. After selecting all the details, I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So now as you can see, it is saying waiting for response. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a new order in the event that I've created in my EventBrite account. The event name is Digital Marketing Workshop. For that, I'm going to open the form. So as you can see, this is the page of the event that I've created, that is Digital Marketing Workshop, and these are the details. I'm going to click on Reserve a Spot, that is right over here. And as you can see, this is the page and I'm going to fill in all the details and then I'm going to register myself for the event. Firstly, it is asking for the first name. So for the first name, I'm going to write it as dummy. Then for the last name, I'm going to write it as account123. For the email, I'm going to write it as. Then for the email, I've written it as dummyaccount123@pabblytunes.com. For the confirm email, I'm going to write in the same email address that is present right over here. After that, it is asking for the mobile number, so I'm going to fill in a dummy mobile number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on register to register myself for this event. As you can see over here that the registration that we have done is completely successful. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account and I'm going to check whether the response of this new order that is created right over here is captured in our Pabbly Connect or not. For that, I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account. And yes, over here you can see a response is captured in our Pabbly Connect. So if you are going to look at the response that we have received an API URL. And over here in the URL, you can see in the end of it, we have received an ID that is present right over here. This is an order ID. With the help of this ID, we are going to get the information of the order that we have placed right now. For that, what we have to do is we have to add an amazing feature by Pabbly Connect, that is text formatter. So I'm going to search for my action application as text formatter. I'm going to select it. And our action event is going to be split text. Now we are going to click on connect. After clicking on connect, it is asking for the text to split. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter a data which I want to split. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from a previous trigger step. As you can see, this was the previous step. I'm going to click on this arrow right over here. And this was the response that was captured in our previous step. And as we want the order ID from the API URL right over here, so we are going to select this data right over here. Now for the separator, we just want the data of this ID that is mentioned right over here. For the separator, I'm going to put a slash that is right over here. So next it is asking for the segment index. As I just want the order ID that is right over here. So for the segment index, I'm going to select it as second to last. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And right over here in the result, you can see we have received the order ID. Now with the help of this order ID, we need to get the information of the attendee. For that, we need to create another action step right over here. And our action application now is going to be EventBrite again. So I'm going to select it. And our action event now is going to be get attendee by order ID. After that, we are going to click on connect in order to connect EventBrite with Pabbly Connect. As I have the existing connection, I'm going to click on save, but if you have a new connection, then you can click on add new connection. So I'm going to click on save. It is asking for the order ID. As we have received the order ID in our text formatter that is right over here, so I'm going to map this data right over here. As I map the data right over here, the data has now become dynamic. That means every time a new response will be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here will be updated. After that, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As you can see right over here in the response, we have received all the details of the attendee who have placed an order. For the first name as dummy, for the last name as account123, for the email as dummyaccount123@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, there is a dummy mobile number and all the other details. So now what we have to do is, with the help of this information that we have got in our EventBrite, we need to create a contact in our GoHighLevel account. So now I'm going to add another action step. And our action application is going to be Lead Connector V2. To connect GoHighLevel with Pabbly Connect, we are going to use Lead Connector V2. And our action event right now is going to be Create Contact. Now I'm going to click on Connect in order to connect GoHighLevel with Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to click on Add New Connection, but if you have an existing connection, you can choose this option. After that, we are going to click on Connect with Lead Connector V2. As you can see that we have successfully authorized GoHighLevel with Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for all these details like first name, last name, full name, email and all the other details. So we are going to fill all of them. Firstly, for the first name, we are going to map the data from our previous step. Mapping means inserting data from previous step. So we are going to insert the data from previous step. As in this step, we got all the details of the attendee who have placed the order. So I'm going to map the data for all these details. Firstly, for the first name, we are going to map the data for the first name that is right over here. For the last name, we are going to map the data again. So I'm going to map the data for the last name that is right over here. For the full name, we're going to map the data again. First name, space, the last name. After that, for the email, we are going to map the data for the email that is present in a response that was captured in our previous step. So this is the email, so I'm going to map the data. Then I'm going to leave the data for the location ID, but if you require this detail right over here, then you can map the data. After that, it's asking for the phone number, so I'm going to map the data for the phone number that was captured in our previous step. So here you can see the phone number is present, so I'm going to map the data for the phone number. After that, it is asking for the address, city, state, country, postal code, tags, and more details. I'm going to skip all of this part because I don't require them, but if you want, you can enter the data for all these fields, but as I don't require them, so I'm going to leave this part for right now. After that, I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. As you can see right over here, we have got a positive response. So this means that a contact might have been created in our GoHighLevel account. So I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account. As you can see, these are the contacts in my GoHighLevel account. I'm going to refresh the page. And after refreshing the page, you can see a contact is created in our GoHighLevel account. For the name, it says dummy account 123. For the phone number that was entered in our EventBrite account. For the email, dummy account 123@pabblitudes.com, and it is created on 13 March 2024. So this means that we have successfully created an automation between EventBrite and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place another order in my EventBrite account for the event that I've created, and we're going to check whether a new contact is added of that order placed attendee or not. For that, I'm going to open the form that I've created. So as you can see, this was the event that I've created. I'm going to reserve a spot by clicking right over here. And as you can see, it is asking for the contact information. I'm going to fill in all the details. As you can see, I've filled in all the details for the first name as Test, last name as user246, email as testuser246@pabblitudes.com, confirm email as testuser246@pabblitudes.com, for the phone number a dummy mobile number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on register. As you can see right over here, it says thanks for your order. So this means that the order is placed successfully. So now I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account, and I'm going to check whether a new contact is added in the name of testuser246 or not. For that, I'm going to open my GoHighLevel account. So these are the contacts in my GoHighLevel account. I'm going to refresh the page. As you can see right over here, contact is created in the name of testuser246, and there is a dummy mobile number and the email as testuser246@pabblitudes.com. So this means that we successfully created an automation between EventBrite and GoHighLevel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, what I wanted was that whenever an attendee is added in my EventBrite account, automatically a contact should be created in my GoHighLevel account. For that, we have created an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, and these were my trigger and action steps of this automation process. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. So not just with these applications, you can automate more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any questions regarding the Pabbly Connect pricing, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.